Hi everyone, Lee Magpie here, and today I've got something Pokemon related. But first, I'd like to apologise that I haven't been uploading very much. Certain toys was meant to come and then they didn't end up coming out, so I couldn't get my reviews out. So I have actually got a few Pokemon things coming up soon. So I've got this one, and I've got a Pidgeot figure coming up soon. But yeah, this one is the Pokemon Deluxe Action Battle Feature Figure Toxicity. It looks so good, and this one is a series 4, and its typing is electric poison. I wasn't 100% on getting this figure, but when I saw it in shops, I was like, I definitely want to get it. This actually retailed for £10, and I actually got this from a shop called Game in the UK. I have seen it on the Smith's website, and you can get it on Amazon. So it retails on and off for like £14 or £10 on Amazon, and it retails in Game. So if you have a Game in where you live in the UK, it's in there for £10. And it's on the Smith's website, but not out at the moment. But that's also £10 as well. But yeah, I've got Pidgeot coming up soon, and I've got some other little Pokemon stuff to show you as well. But I wasn't 100% gonna get this one, but then I saw it in shops, and I was like, oh my god, it looks a lot better in person than it does in on photos. And I can already tell you that the legs are articulated, but I can see other bits of articulation, which I'm curious about. This is an action battle figure, so there must be an action feature somewhere, but I can't see it at the moment. The picture of Toxicity looks really cool. The design's very it looks quite teenager-ish, rock star-ish, and yeah, and the packaging overall is the same as always, and it's for 4 and up, and the packaging has just got the typical Pokemon red and white colouring, and here is the back of the box. I did a review on Charizard. He came out quite a while ago. Obviously, I'm going to do a review on him next. Pidgeot, I really can't wait to get. It is on its way, and that retails randomly as well on Amazon, and it was in Game today, but I didn't want to cancel my order, so it will be coming, and I will have a review up soon. And this one looks absolutely awesome, and I'm definitely going to get. So yeah, there isn't much more I can say. I don't know if I can link it in the description box down below, but without further ado, I'm going to get this out of the packaging. So everyone, I've got Toxicity out of the packaging, and my overall thoughts is it looks really cool. I have got some odd little downfalls, but I'll get into that in a sec. But I always show the checklist. These two are next to come and to do a review on. So if you love Pokemon stuff, please stay tuned, like and subscribe to my channel. I've done reviews on Sirfetch'd, Raichu and Ponyta as well. These 3 are such brilliant figures. I also really like Wooloo. I think Wooloo comes with, it's like a 2-pack with Pikachu. Or I think it's Eevee and I'm not sure which ones it's with, but I really, really love Wooloo. I think he's really cute, and I definitely want to get my hands on him. I don't know if I'll do a review on him, but if you follow me on my Instagram, which is Liam_Magpie, and you like Jurassic World stuff, follow me on there, and I might do a little review on there. If not, I'll do definitely some photography of him. But yeah, on with the review. I really like this figure. I have got some little downfalls to it. Sculpt wise, I think it looks absolutely awesome. Colour scheme, absolutely awesome. it's sculpt for the way they've done the face. Literally looks like he's come out of the game, and it looks really cool. My downfall is obviously he doesn't have articulated legs, and I found him quite hard to stand if his head stays a certain way. So if his head was down like that, you couldn't pose him, and he couldn't stay like that because he's a bit top heavy. But if you put his head up, he can stand. He hasn't really got much for articulation, but first I'll show you his face sculpt up close. So it looks very cool. He's got quite a plain face expression. He's quite teenager, lazy-eyed looking, shall we say. His electric, like, fin on his head is really nicely sculpted in this nice little light yellow and dark yellow. This fin on his head is actually a really flexible material, as you can see here. And it's got like a little bend at the top, but that was because it was in the packaging. So it is quite soft. It's one of the most softest flexible materials these figures have ever done. It doesn't feel like it's going to snap though, and it is quite cool that you can move that around. It is quite nice. Another downfall is it's got some writing here, which Ponyta had that as well, on the side of her leg. And if you haven't seen all my other reviews, I have done reviews on all them, so check them out on my channel. I've got a little mark on its back there, and you can see how it's been glued in. So it's quite messy, still quite alright, but and I'm glad that it's like the back of his head, so if it was to go on a shelf, you wouldn't see that. The rest of his paint app is really neatly done there, as you can see here on the spikes, in this nice pop of yellow and purple. He's in like a dark purple throughout his full body, and then his spikes are this lighter lilac-y purple. But I don't think he's one of my favourite figures from this line, if I'm honest. There's something I don't feel right with, and as you can see here, his action feature button sticks out quite a lot. They've done it in purple, so at least it matches. The stripes on his legs are quite neatly done as well. And his tail is in the same flexible material as his electric fin. A mohawk. And it says Series 5 here. It says Series 5 on the packaging. Let's quickly have a look. But it says Series 4 on the packaging. That's a bit weird. I don't understand why it says Series 5 on his feet, but Series 4 on the packaging. Maybe it's just a misprint. And I've noticed maybe some of these might be misprints as well, like some of the first ones they made. Because I've noticed as well, another thing I've noticed is the yellow, what goes around here, is, it's actually a little bit lighter in camera, follows all the way around, but then when I turn it around on this side, it goes a little bit around here, then it stops around here, and then it goes at the bottom. So yeah, the yellow, that's a bit strange as well. I never ever, when I like a figure, I will say I like a figure, and if I like certain bits of a figure, I like certain bits, and if there's bits I don't like, I will say. And I just don't feel, this toy, I think it feels quite cheapish. I have said in the past that sometimes these toys are really well made, they put loads of work into them. Not sculpt-wise, they really work well on the sculpt, but on the action feature or the feeling of the figure makes it just feels a bit cheap, or like missing bits of articulation makes it feel a bit cheap. But overall, I think how it just stands there, it looks really, really cool. There isn't one thing I can say about the sculpt or how he looks. I'm just going to turn my light off a little bit so you can see the purple a little bit better. As you can see there, his purple is a little bit better. Oh no, you can see it with the light on. So yeah, you can see that the purple's like a plum purple. This is nicely sculpted, the body area. He uses his body like a guitar, which is quite cool. So I'm going to quickly show you his action feature. So if you press down on this little lever bit, it will rock his head and start rocking out like he's playing the guitar. Down, 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 down. Yeah. So yeah, that is quite cool, but it is a bit gimmicky as well. It's a bit I don't know, I can't describe why I don't like this figure. I just don't. There's bits of it I really like, and then there's bits of it I do like. The overall design of the Pokemon itself I really like. The overall sculpt of the figure and how they've got it done down to a T. Like, he literally looks like he's falling from the game. I really like all that. And he can move this arm. It's got some nice details, what they've sculpted nice as well. But I don't know, I just feel like for 10 quid you don't get much to it. I think it should have been at least like 6 or 7 quid. And you can't pose him stood up like that. You'd have to stick him down. So if you wanted his head down like he was rocking out on like he was rocking out to some music with his head down on display, then you'd have to stick his feet down. But if you want him to stand up that way, you can, and you can only really pose him a few different ways, and that's just with his arm. But yeah, there isn't really much more I can say. If I was to give this full figure a scale to 1 to 10, I would give it, for sculpt, definitely a 10 out of 10. For the likeness of the figure, 10 out of 10. Do you know? For the fact that it looks like it's character from the game or anime, I think 10 out of 10. Action feature, I think it's quite cool that they've added his little rockstar move, but I think it is a bit, don't know, a bit McDonald's toy-like, if that makes sense. So I give that about a 7 out of 10. And his articulation, well, he can only really rock out and move his arm. So I'd give that a 5 out of 10. So yeah, there isn't really much I can say. It's a really cool Pokemon. It is a really cool sculpted figure. And if you want a figure just to sit there and look cool on your shelf, then it is definitely well worth getting. And if you enjoy this Pokemon in general, if you're a big massive fan of this Pokemon, then it's definitely well worth adding to your Pokemon collection. But overall, I do think that this wasn't worth £10. I think it should have been a little bit cheaper, like a $6.99 one. But yeah, there isn't much more I can say. I am going to link it in the description box just for the fact that the price is changing all the time on Amazon. On Game, I don't know if they have like a proper website, where they can ship it to you, and Smiths don't have it in at the moment, but they will be slowly coming into Smiths soon. And I have got some more Pokemon stuff related stuff coming up. I have got more Pokemon stuff coming up soon, and I have done reviews on Raichu, Farfetch'd, and Ponyta, and every single one of these three have been absolutely amazing figures. Articulation's really cool for smaller figures. The sculpt has been amazing. There isn't one bad thing I can say about these three figures. So check them out on my channel. I will have them. I will feature them again in my next video. I'm not going to feature them in this one, and I'll show you the full series 5. And yeah, so please check out my channel, like and subscribe to my channel. I have more toy related stuff coming up soon as well. There is a few Jurassic World stuff coming up soon. I do a big mixed range of toys from Jurassic World, Pokémon, even Sylvanians and when you think about it, Jurassic World and Sylvanians are two totally different toys. That's how different my channel is, because I'll do loads of different mixed ranges of toys. From not just, I don't just do Pokemon, Sylvanians and Jurassic World. I also have, I do odd other toys. I do some doll collections. I even do some odd Harry Potter stuff. I have got some other little bits and bobs in the work as well. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day, and please, even though I've said it a million times, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys!